Correctional officers fatally beating inmate Robert Brooks at Marcy Correctional Facility in New York. Brooks died the next day on December 10th. In the footage, the officers shove something in Brooks' mouth, punch, and kick him. This is an excerpt from footage showing multiple beatings inflicted on Brooks that resulted in his death. He was handcuffed with his hands behind his back during the incident. New York Governor Kathy Hochul released a statement saying that she was, quote, outraged and horrified after seeing footage of the senseless killing of Robert Brooks, and ordered a full investigation into his death, as well as the termination of 14 individuals involved.
Oh, so y'all just gonna start moving Dusty up in the mountains, huh? Let's start this off. This is that real shit, you heard? That good pain. Tap in for that good pain, you heard? Shit not coming in a Happy Meal box or nothing neither, you heard? You gonna get that shit in a sandwich baggie. But look, let's start this shit off by saying, rest in peace to Robert Brooks. And I'd like to send a condolence to his family. Regardless of what we go through in life, we should never have to deal with our loved ones being killed by the people that's supposed to be watching them during the time of incarceration. COs, as COs, y'all have one job, maybe a few, but man, just take the count, give niggas they mail, lock them in and out they cell, or let them in and out the dorms, escort niggas to the visit, whatever the case is. That's it. What y'all did to Mr. Robert Brooks, again, rest in peace, is crazy. It's insane. And I don't understand how every inmate in Marcy Correctional Facility didn't tear that whole jail down. I don't understand it. I don't. Now, this is something that I try to forget. I try to forget about it. I too was once incarcerated, and I did the majority of my bid in Marcy Correctional Facility. I was in A dorm. I didn't go to B dorm. I think B dorm at that time was a handicapped dorm. I was in A dorm. I was in C dorm. I was in ASAT, which I think was F at that time. I was in G dorm and E dorm. I ran through a lot of them dorms when I was there. Did I witness racism from the officers? No. And I worked in a mess hall. When I was in Marcy, I worked in a mess hall. Both times I was there, I worked in a mess hall. Both times I was there, I worked in, because I was in Marcy and I left. When I was in Marcy with Boo Blood, I left Marcy and went to Nap Nap. Then I got into some bullshit of Nap Nap. Them niggas kicked me out of that shit out the program and sent me back to Marcy. So when I went back to Marcy, matter of fact, no, I did. Did I go back to work in a mess hall? I can't even remember right now. I don't think I did. Matter of fact, I didn't. I just grabbed the porter spot. I was like, man, I ain't programming no more. Give me the porter spot. That's it. I already had everything under my belt, so I just took a porter spot in the crib and I was chilling. Now, matter of fact, when I got back to the jail, I went to C1. I went back to the house that I was in. I got pulled back to C1, which was the mess hall dorm. Not the honor mess hall. The honor mess hall was A1. But I got pulled back to the main joint, C1. My son Sin, Money, Sean, and everybody was over there. So I went back to the house that I was in and shit. But did I witness racism with the officers? Not at all. Honestly, the COs was wild cool when I was there, and majority of them was white. I'm not going front. Like Mr. C was the head CO of my house in C1 at that time. So, and then you had Dogface. This bitch, she was ugly as shit. Dogface worked in a mess hall and shit. She ran a mess hall with Flat, but I forgot the other bitch name that worked the mess hall too. It was two bitches that ran the mess hall. Anyway, who else? Like, I forgot the police in A1 when I was in A1 honor dorm. That's when me, B-Dog, that's Big Mark from Crown Heights. That's the Valentine blood. Big Rod, Little Rod, King Son from Ghost Town. There was a bunch of us over there. Preem, there was a bunch of us that was at A1, but still, the COs was cool. They wasn't even busting us down like that, pause. They wasn't even getting busy on us like that, and we was wilding. I was getting betting there, fucked up off of hooch all the time, and I was in a mess hall dorm, so you know we had all the shit that we needed to make it, so we stayed betting that shit. Like, police never fuck with us, but I remember my guy came here last night, and he was like, yo, you seen that shit that happened in Marcy? And he showed me the video, and I was, you know, we was in here doing what we was doing last night, so I wasn't even paying attention. I probably was on my third bottle of Henny. We was in here shooting pool last night. I mean, so I didn't really pay attention to what he was saying until I seen it. I went home last night, and it came across my timeline again about the inmate getting killed in Marcy, and I'm like, hold up. That's what Wu Banger was just telling me when he was here. So I had to go watch the video, and I'm like, I found that shit wild, disturbing, bro. He's handcuffed behind his back. Police is fucking him up. He's life. You can see he's clearly lifeless. They stomping him out. He dies the next day from his injuries, of course. Was it racial? I don't know. But like I said, when I was there, and I was in Marcy when I got out of Cayuga S Block, because I went to S Block from Midstate. Then I left Cayuga S Block, and they sent me to Marcy. Right, boom. So they sent me to Marcy, and at this time I was over there with Set It, Slave from goddamn Brownsville. He was in the spot because he was over in Green with me. He was over there. Who else was over there at that time? So anyway, I got out the box and I got there, and what house y'all niggas is in? Niggas, yo son, just best laid back house you could go to is the mess hall, nigga. Go slide. They pay the best. You get laid back, get pulled to the honor dorm, you good. But I went to C1, and that's why I met Psych Bite. The big low, Psych. I think I was in 10 top at that time, and that nigga Psych was right across from me and shit. Well, matter of fact, it was me and him back to back in the yard that day when he was getting ready to turn it up on all them neothos, but that nigga Psych said, yo, nigga, specs, this ain't got nothing to do with you, nigga. Go on the hill. I'm like, nah, son, I can't. I ain't gonna do that. Me and you chop it up all every day in the crib. I can't get low on you like that. He like, yo, nigga, I got this. Nigga took his shirt off, big GSC on his back, Cuban on it. I think he had a Cuban like this. Nice little piece on him. Yo, word to my mother, y'all niggas suck my dick. Ooh. Niggas stayed in the yard. Them niggas ain't bust a play on, boy. We went back to the house, called all them niggas a faggot in the house. Me and that nigga, I walked this nigga back to the motherfucking mess hall. Me and the nigga went to the mess hall, sat down and ate while he going in the mess hall. He throwing up all kinds of Crip signs. At this time, he didn't give a fuck about nothing. He started throwing up all kinds of Crip signs. This nigga Psych, that's my nigga. Little Patty Mania nigga with the bus on his face. Yeah, it's my nigga, you are? Anyway, this nigga Psych walking the mess hall. He's wild and he's throwing it up. Everybody in the mess hall is looking at this nigga like, yo, bro, this little nigga's a nut. I didn't know he was crazy like that because I was already in Marcy. When he came to Marcy, he was like, yo, niggas got at me in Greenville. I had green away. Niggas wanted to set trip. Boom, boom. So niggas got me out the way so they could do what they want to do. I forgot who he told me scratch him, but he had a nice little scratch. But anyway, fast forward, nigga Psych, he like, yo, I don't want to veil for too much of Robert Brooke, but I was just talking about how I, So the nigga psych, by the time we left the mess hall and got back to the housing unit, police was already in this nigga's cell packing him up. These niggas dropped a slip on this nigga in every fucking house. If I'm lying, y'all niggas tap into this nigga psych. I know a couple of y'all niggas are still in tune with psych. Tapping with him right now. And I guarantee you he's going to tell you the story the same fucking way. I'm the one that went down for psych's fucking hearing. You heard he called me down as the witness. On get, oh, Mr. Such and such, such and such. Boom. The question was, does this, I think his last name was Davis. His last name wasn't too far from mine. So, like, yo, do you feel that his life is being threatened out there? I'm like, nah, he's good. This is my guy. He's like, I told you, look, we in the hearing. This nigga psych is like, I told you, please let me back in population. They packed him up, sent him to Mohawk. He was tearing niggas up in Mohawk, went home, caught the body, came back. But anyway, yeah, this actual shit. But like I said, when we was there, racism from the police, that shit didn't take place. I'm not too sure what's going on right now. I don't want to find out what's going on in there. I feel like jail is for fucking bozos. If you could avoid it, please try your best to stay off the streets. Do shit different, because had I moved the way my mother wanted me to move, my aunts was telling me how to move at this time, like I said, I knew my father, but he wasn't in my life. So this is why I'm not saying my father never told me how I should be moving. You understand what I'm saying? He was the person that my mom sent to when she was tired of yelling at me, and he wouldn't do shit but just drop me off to my grandmother's house on 96 in Church, and I would just run the street. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I didn't witness that. And I don't think anybody that was on a bed, not in that jail, I didn't witness no type of racism, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe Cayuga, I witnessed in the box. I witnessed it. I even witnessed it on my short stay in the burn. I witnessed a little racism for them crackers. But what they did to Robert Brooke is ridiculous, bro. That shit is ridiculous. And I'm wondering what the government is gonna do. What the governor is gonna do, because I heard she said she didn't want to release the footage, but it's a civic duty too. But what are you gonna do? And what are the inmates gonna do? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not promoting that, but that's not the first. Like, my time, I never witnessed police kill an inmate. I was only in 2 maxes, and I was only on short stays. I think I was in Kasaki for like about 2 weeks on a transit, and I was in a burn for a week on a transit. But so I wasn't in the maxes, and I don't know the stories of the baby with the black baby hanging. All these niggas that come home with the same story. This person, Iceman, had the black baby choking, and this other police officer had another black baby choking. I don't know. I didn't see it. Like I said, I didn't see it, but I heard enough stories of it. So I'm not going to say that racism didn't exist up there in those mountains. I do know what they did to Robert Brooke, though. May his soul rest in peace. Somebody need to pay. And they need to charge every last one of them COs that's involved in that, need to be charged with murder and put back in them same jails. And let's live by that biblical law, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Because I don't know since when these people feel that they could just do whatever they want to do. It's not right. It's not right to the family. It's not right to Robert Brooks. He's supposed to do his time and come home. If he get in any harm, any danger, it should have been from another inmate. He get it on, or whatever the case is. It should have never, unless police, but they said he had something in his mouth. They was trying to get it out. He wouldn't, I'm quite sure it wasn't a razor that he had in his mouth. Because we would have, know what I mean? So he probably had the bag. They probably ran down on him. He was trying to swallow it. He couldn't. And they, you know, I remember that shit happened to me in mid-state. I wasn't able to get that shit in my mouth though. Facts. I was on room restriction, And I was in a 6-man room at that time. And I had just caught a dirty urine. I was in E1. I was in 1E in mid-state. And they know about them shit. You got the front porch and all that shit. Me and my son Whiskey from Buffalo. It was me, my son Whiskey from Buffalo, my son Diamond from Buffalo, my son Moose. I was fucking with them 716 gun smoke niggas for real, you heard? Shout out to all these niggas. Anybody know any of these niggas? Yo, send them niggas my love, you heard? Whiskey, Moose, Diamond. We was on the porch blowing it down crazy. Somebody dropped a slip on us. I just came back from the yard. I didn't even have no time for no water, no nothing. Diamond, no water, no nothing. Matter of fact, we just came back from the yard blowing it down. As soon as we get into the housing unit, such a infirmary, people. Them niggas came and got me. I passed out. Nigga kicking my bed. I think I was in the house maybe like about 10 minutes. I passed out. I was hot. Yo, such and such, get up. Infirmary. I'm like, oh, fuck. These niggas grabbing everybody in the house. Whiskey, Dom. So at that time, I knew it was lit. Plus, we was stupid anyway. Nigga dropped a slip on us for kicking niggas. We was wild and kicking niggas. Like, yo, son, you gotta get off the porch. We holding this down right now. But we getting high. We want to do that shit in front of niggas. We smoking. So, of course, nigga dropped a slip on us. That Monday, we in the yard. We come back from the yard. These niggas come book us. We all go to the infirmary. My shit come back dirty the next day. They kicked me out of 1E and sent me down to 1C. I was downstairs at 1C. So now I'm on loss of rec, loss of phones. I'm on loss of everything for 90 days. And I can't stop smoking weed. I send one of the old lads to the yard. They come back with the quarter and the sugar bag for me. It's my birthday. I bullshit you not, nigga. It's my birthday. I'm in my bed like this, busting open a sugar bag. And out of nowhere, the police just runs down on me, just grabs my hand. Mind you, he doing his rounds. I wasn't even open. You know me, I wasn't trying to share with nobody else. I should have been on point, like, yo, son, watch the door. So I mean, you go blow it down. I didn't do none of that shit. They gave me the bud, and I was just laying on the bed, like, trying to situate my sticks, you heard? Nigga came right in the spot. The motherfucker was holding his keys. You know, them niggas be having the nigga was holding his keys and was just walking, doing his rounds. Peeked in and see me situating the sugar bag. I didn't even get the weed out the bag yet. That's how I ended up going to the box. So I went to the box. I had the dirty urine and I had the possession of the little quarter, little bullshit. Reggie, at that time, it was Reggie. That shit was frying niggas. You heard? But even in midst, I didn't witness any racism from police again. I don't want to veer off of the shit and go back down memory lane with all the bullshit, but I could see what might have happened. Boy could have been doing his thing, situating the bag or whatever, boom, threw the loony in his mouth. Them niggas probably was on him trying to get it from him. Who knows if it was the physical blows or whatever he had in his mouth opened up in his stomach. Who knows? You don't know yet. We don't know yet. But regardless of what, they wasn't supposed to play the way they played. That man would still be alive and his family wouldn't be hurting right now. So again, rest in peace to Robert Brooke, man. And I know during the holidays and this happening, it's real hard on the family, man. And again, I want to send my condolences to the family, man. And I just want to tell everybody out there, man, that real shit like this happens up there in the mountains, man. You kids, man, y'all YNs that y'all running around here wild and fix up, man. Because y'all don't want to see them places, man. If I could take all that shit, it made me the man I am today. But if I could take it back, I'll take that shit back, nigga, because that shit was trash in that motherfucker. I ain't going to hold you. That shit was whack, man. But anyway, man, too many left to go about. I beg a diff. I'm here to show the world a big picture, man. Before you motherfuckers finish watching this video, make sure you go down in the description and hit them links. One is EbinStackin single, no games. The other is me and Easy off the brick. Make sure y'all go download that, tap in with that, man. Y'all motherfuckers, make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this motherfucking year. 2025 is upon us. We here, wrong route the right way. You heard? Easy.
What would you do for the money? these hundreds. I be running through them squares, you know it's bustin'. I be in that Benz swerving, 40 on deck, you know that I'm clutching, trying to run down. Let's murder my rifle, you know I'ma live it and up, but they know what it's stuffing. Yeah, niggas is talking my ears up, the shit is disgusting. I'm trying to do numbers. All of this shit that I do for the money, you know that I'm bustin'.